I wanted to say a little bit more about collaboration, and this is something I am asked. But the way in which we make our shows is really collaborative. And at this tail end of my active youth theatre director role, particularly in Oasis, it was not the two-man band. It used to be me and a musician doing these plays. It was a whole group of adults, and I mentioned some of them before, but there are some who were ongoing. So, for example, Carly Sefton Wilson, who came back, if you go back to the Wheellerplays or Definitive Authors collection, she came back into youth theatre then. She became a really big part of assistant directing in this production. And also Anna Pego, who was a student. She was a key part of Silas Marner. And Connor Handstock, another of Charlie's friends from Barton Peveril College. He was training to be a teacher, and he came in and did some work with us. And also, we had Tim Ford coming back and working with us for a whole day to give us some brand new ideas. And that was an amazing, amazing effort to have someone professional from the Garrick Theatre to come in, to have different people other than me just nattering at them all the time. So it was great. Connor would do a warm-up. I don't do warm-ups generally, so Connor would do that. And that fulfilled a need for some of the young people. Anna would have ideas that were different to the ideas that I had, and Carly could always check or take off a group, and it just meant the group was so smooth running. So those adults were so useful and so different to what was going on with the early days Wheellerplays. And also throughout our rehearsal period, we were managing to refine. I was rewriting hugely, so the play really benefited from me working with it with a cast. So we'd done it at Oasis. In fact, we didn't do these performances I'm going to talk about now until after the Totton Drama Festival, and I think in the Totton Drama Festival when I said that was before, I'd got that wrong. So this was just before Totton Drama Festival, and we got reviews when we performed it at the, and again it was great there, but we had TV coming to see us, so performing in Croydon, it was a lovely idea to get the nearest theatre to Dan as possible. And the Brit School, what a great opportunity to perform there, and had great support from their drama department. And we had TV coming to watch us and to film us and to show a little bit of what we were doing. And we got some great reviews. So I'm just going to read the reviews that we got for these plays. So this is the Church Times. Now my mum and dad would have been super proud of that because they were readers of the Church Times, and that's how I'd heard of it. So Peter Grayston said, honest about both the exhilaration and the wreck of drug misuse. Mark draws wonderfully committed performances from his cast. Lewis Evans as Daniel's friend Jack delivers the play's most touching line. I have double English and no Dan. The play is as much about friendship and potential as about drugs. And I really like that, about friendship and potential. Yeah, and we decided it was much more about friendship, but potential is something we hadn't really thought about a great deal. And there is a banality of tragedy in 7 words. There we are. I promise I won't die. It's a more reflective and sometimes poetic piece, featuring an outstanding performance by Natasha Thomas as Dan's mother. Whoa, I was so worried about losing Tasha, and she was such a powerhouse in the youth theatre. As Dan's mother, fragile but resolute. The closing moments, though, are undermined by the projection of home movies of Dan as a baby. I think he thought that was a problem. We thought that was a really good thing to bring Dan right into the foreground. They are heart-wrenching and command so much attention that the climax of the play in front of them can't compete. The plays now move on to publication, and without doubt the drama studios of 100 schools. But these plays won't just bring children exam results, they will save lives. And then the picture they chose in the Church Times was great. There it is. And can you see that? They describe it as absent friend, the blue hooded jacket that represents the teenager Dan in the production of Mark Wheeler's play I Love You Mum. and you need to watch the episode about the development of it to see how that came about. The next review was in the Croydon Advertiser. Lovely to get these reviews in Dan's hometown. Think of drugs education at school and you probably imagine a police officer taking an assembly or pupils being made to watch a video in class. This is something altogether more personal and powerful. The verbatim style of the script performed by young people makes the play instantly relatable to its target audience. The testimonials given by Daniel's friends, performed brilliantly by the Oasis Youth Theatre, are striking in their honesty. In fact, the interview process revealed information even the police have been able to uncover. That was that Dan very tragically had tried this before, and no one had realised that before. And this little headline reminded me of something I should have said about the development process. From the beginning there were tears. I've never had a play where during the read-through the cast have had to stop because they're crying so much. It really was the most powerful of plays. And then this in the drama magazine from National Drama with that lovely picture of Tasha, a wonderful picture, Chris Webb's photograph. Another one of those adults who was so supportive to us. Normally when you watch the play, the actual characters who are being performed aren't there. I was sitting, this is Holly Barradell, I was sitting in the same row as the people who were being recreated on stage. It was an unusual experience. Not only was this performance retelling something very upsetting, it was being retold from over 300,000 words that those audience members had said. The cast from Oasis Youth Theatre worked as an amazing ensemble, but standout performances came from Lewis Evans and Natasha Thomas. There's a real theme going on here, isn't there? Who took the roles of Dan's best friend and Dan's mum, respectively, with such ease. Although the play revolves around Dan, he has no lines, and he is imaginatively represented throughout by a blue zip hoodie that is sometimes worn by the 15-strong cast who play him in turn. Daniel is sadly the 21st century's reminder that drugs still destroy lives. As members of society, we still need to drum home the message, but this time it isn't with a headline, life support photograph. It's in the form of this wonderful play. Get it into your local community now. And we are able to do that, and I was absolutely thrilled. This is the first time that I'd had a play published by the big publisher, Bloomsbury. Dan's favourite book was Harry Potter, which is also published by Bloomsbury, and he would have been apparently very, very pleased about this. Well, I am delighted that Methuen took this on. And it's available as an ebook and everything. And the lovely legacy of this production, and I'll talk about the professional production later, is the friendship between Dan's family and my family. And that really is a legacy that one could not really plan, but hope for. I had it with Graham Salmon in Graham World's Fastest Blind Runner, and I'm so proud that we have developed that friendship throughout the whole process, actually. And not only with Dan's family, but with the cast. It's always lovely to see them, and I know they've got amazing memories of doing the play. And all those thoughts we had when we first met, saying we're going to do this and this is going to be really big. I think we knew that we were involved in something very special, and we savoured it as we were doing it. We knew this was something special.